It's been a minute. It's been a while since we've talked about since we've looked at an InternetAjay video. It's been quite a while. And so now we have a pretty big banger here. This is the downfall of GypsyCrusader from alt-right Omegle troll to prison. Now, I've made a video giving my opinions on GypsyCrusader a while ago, and a lot of people were very upset, saying that the reason that he went down this path is because he was canceled by progressives or some shit like that. Listen, first of all, the guy was racist before that. But second of all, there's a difference between becoming frustrated versus dressing up like the Joker and calling black people monkeys on Omegle. There's no justifier for that. Okay? He thought it was funny to be racist. And like a lot of you guys are very staunch defenders of casual racist people because you guys are young little edgy kids and you like racist jokes and you just don't really get it. So yeah. Let's go.
Joker. Yes. Where's your 7-Eleven at?
Where are you from?
Where are you from? Where is your slushy machine?
No. He don't have.
Don't have slushy?
No, he don't have.
Don't have? What do you have?
Hello. What's really going on for? I guess the Jay chose that one because what are those guys? Indian? Jay's Indian, right? Am I getting the right? You know what I mean. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, an Indian guy who operates a 7-Eleven complete with his own slushy machine here. Your move, Gypsy
You're blinking a lot today, Jay. It's kind of making me go a little bit fucking. It's making my Tourette's go a little. Making it go a little kooky, bro. What are you doing? I never noticed that.
Anyways, today I'm going to be talking about, well, GypsyCrusader. Yeah. I mean, that would be kind of weird if I showed clips of him, said your move GypsyCrusader, and then talked about someone else. Okay, so Gypsy was an independent journalist.
Why did you say that? I'm so confused. Is that like a shot at somebody who like clickbaited the title? I'm very confused.
Who transformed into a far-right white supremacist. He was known for dressing up as the Joker on Omegle and making hateful remarks in line with neo-Nazi beliefs. Yeah. And well, everything came crashing down in March 2021 when he was arrested by the FBI for multiple weapons-related charges.
Yeah.
Currently, he is in prison serving a 41-month sentence. This is the downfall of GypsyCrusader. GypsyCrusader's real name is Paul Miller and he grew up in New Jersey. His father is of Romani descent, which is a group of people sometimes pejoratively called gypsies, while his mother is of Mexican descent. In his 20s, he trained in Muay Thai and actually became a US national champion. However,
should have stayed on that path, brother.
Miller's career was cut short due to a terrible accident which sparked a tumultuous period of his life. You see, in 2007, he pleaded guilty to aggravated assault and drug possession with the intent to distribute. Then over a decade later in 2018, he was indicted for possession of a firearm by a felon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not supposed to have a firearm. You know, I was watching a thing from Jon Stewart last night. He was having a conversation about people who have firearms and how like the police don't necessarily, and this is probably like a bit unrelated, but police don't even like really, there's a ton of like domestic abuse situations where like somebody will kill someone else with a gun and they have the gun illegally because the police never actually took the gun in the first place. Like they were just too lazy to do their job. This shit's fucking crazy.
Fortunately, Miller picked himself up, worked hard, and got into medical school. Just kidding. He didn't do any of that and instead became a conservative independent journalist. In April 2018, Paul's life changed forever when he went to report on a Proud Boys meeting at the Met Republican Club in New York. Sadly, he never got a chance to attend because it was sold out. However, he noticed a crowd of Antifa members outside and recorded them. And well, one of the Antifa members didn't take too kindly to being recorded and knocked Paul's phone out, which led to a fight.
I was a journalist. I'm a journalist, okay? I'm taking video of the crowd because Antifa's outside the Met Republican Club and they're going crazy. They're busting shit, they're chanting crazy shit, you understand? And that was like my first time seeing Antifa up close, really. So, I'm taking video of it, and as I'm taking video of the guy that I started to fight with walks up behind me, and he's like...
Wait, hold on.
Video of it, and as I'm taking video of the guy that I started to fight with walks...
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
So, I'm taking video of it, and as I'm taking video of the guy that I started to fight with walks up behind me, and he's like, watch where you're going, or some shit like that.
I just want you to hear it one more time.
Started to fight with walk. So, I'm taking video of it, and as I'm taking video of the guy that I started to fight with walks up.
The guy that he started a fight with? What? Wait. Oh. What a self-report. Yeah, this asshole hit the phone out of my hand after I started a fight with him. Oh, okay. Wow, incredible. What a incredible stuff. Just want to hear it one more time, just for.
I'm taking video of it, and
Yeah.
as I'm taking video of the guy that I started to fight with walks up
Yeah,
behind
I
me,
started
and
to
he's
fight
like,
with yeah.
and he's like, watch where you're going or some shit like that. And I turned to him and I put the camera on him, and he knocked the camera out of my hand, my phone. When he did that, I fucking elbowed him across the face. I'm not joking, because I'm whatever. I started to fight with him, right? So then the cops came, they broke us up.
After the altercation, he and a female Jewish friend were attacked again.
Yeah, they went to like a riot, and tensions were high, and like, of course, you shouldn't knock a phone out of somebody's hand, but like, this is what people fucking do, and these a lot of times, especially Antifa members. So
Again by the same Antifa member along with 5 others. In a noble move, a female Jewish friend were attacked again by the same Antifa member along with 5 others.
I think the Proud Boys or something stepped in at that point.
In a noble move, Miller told his friend to run to safety.
As I'm getting ready to go home, me and a friend, she was actually a Jewish girl because I was friendly with the Jews at the time.
Wow, incredible. Jesus Christ, it's so fucking ridiculous.
And she's still a good friend. She's not a bad girl. But anyway.
Okay. Yeah, she's just part of like a global conspiracy, right? Like, that's it. She's not bad. She's just one of like, she's a dirty Jew, basically. Is that what we're trying to say? Like, what the fuck?
So we're walking, and as we're walking down the street, right, to go home, I see the guy who I fought with and 5 Antifa members start walking towards us. Now they see me, so I already know what they're gonna do. I know they're gonna jump us. I already know. So when I see them coming, I took my phone, I gave it to my friend. I said, listen, you got to run because these guys are going to try to kill us.
Luckily, due to his training in Muay Thai, he was able to defend himself without getting seriously harmed.
Now, just so our viewers know, Paul, you have a background in self-defense, correct?
Yes, I do. I studied and trained Muay Thai for 8 years. That's the only reason that I look like this, and I'm not all in a hospital someplace.
In addition, Paul mentioned 2 Proud Boys named Gavin and Jake came to his defense.
As I ran away from them because there was too many, these 2 men who are heroes, Gavin and Jake, they literally, when other people would have walked away in the streets of New York, these 2 men sat there and helped me fight these guys. Gavin took one, Jake took one, and I took one.
Now the attack was a...
Where are the other 3? Because he said that there were 6 people, right? He said one Antifa member with his 5 friends. Where's the other 3 then?
life-changing experience for Miller. He felt victimized by Antifa and was outraged. To add fuel to the fire, Paul was even more upset when the district attorney supposedly let his assailants go despite ample evidence.
The district attorney did everything that he could to basically give them no charges.
I don't doubt that, because I don't know what area it was in, but I think it was Portland. I don't remember specifically. But there are some people, I think, was it Portland? Was that Portland, Oregon? I don't remember specifically. It might be them. Where a lot of times the cops will like step aside when it comes to Antifa, or at least they were at the time, because the mayor thought he wanted to like maintain of his voting base, so he didn't like prosecute them very hard. Something along those lines. I forget the specifics, but I remember hearing about that. So, so I don't necessarily doubt that.
I came in, I gave them statements.
But also they might have just been like, yeah, I mean, this is a riot or, a rally, whatever. And tensions were high and people were fighting each other. I don't really know what exactly their logic would have been.
I had 4 witnesses give them statements. The 2 guys that was fighting with them, a taxi cab driver that saw the whole fight. Okay? So I gave them all the evidence that I could to the district attorney. Everything for them to arrest these guys and put them away. The district attorney let them go.
As a result of everything, Miller claimed he was targeted by Antifa. He mentioned they first doxed him, then got him fired.
Then the doxing starts. Okay? So they start to dox me. I get Qurans sent to my house. To my apartment. To my house. I was living with my family at the time.
What does that mean? What is that?
And,
like bed?
Fucking, what's it called? Oh, I was working at a gas station for a little, like, a while after it happened. I was working at a gas station, and I was doing my personal training stuff, right? They called the gas station, and they wanted the gas station to fire me. They said I'm a Nazi and all this other shit, blah, 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 right? They found out where I worked.
Okay.
Later on, I did get fired, okay, because they kept calling, and then there was like some incident at the gas station where a Muslim like started to fuck with me, and I like started to record him and I posted it.
Okay. So, like, this does happen. People will constantly call your job until you get fired. Like, I get that. But then he talks about how that's not necessarily relevant. The constant calling of his job. Now he's saying that, like, he got into an argument with some Muslim. He got into an argument with, like, a Middle Eastern person. And then, I don't know how, and then he posted it. I don't know the specifics of it or how intense it got, but there's just, like, a lot of self-reports here, man. This concept that Paul Miller was never racist before all the things happening is just illogical to me. Like, I can understand why people would be like, hate Antifa for getting doxxed or getting fired from their job. But there's just constantly this reinforcement of just like, what about Antifa would make you hate Muslim people and Jewish people? Nothing. You're the gas station? Yeah. Maybe it was Ajay. Maybe Ajay was the one at the gas station. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's just like, bro, it seems like his GypsyCrusader had a history of like racist ideologies, and then he got fired, and then he decided to go on Omegle and call black people monkeys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not a bunch of white Antifa members fighting you isn't going to make you hate black people or Jewish people or Muslim people or whatever. So this whole like it's just like this is the messiah for a lot of young racist kids, because they're like, see, his racism is somehow justified. Now maybe if let's say a Muslim person fucking shot his whole family up, I can understand why maybe he would dislike Muslim people, right? Like I could see that. Like if he got fucking, if a Jewish person, I don't know, fucking put on the garb or something and threw, like, they just started throwing dreidels at him. I don't know. I could see why he would start to dislike Jewish people. We're talking about a bunch of white Antifa members harassed him, and then he's like, you know what? Fucking black people are monkeys. Like that was what he decided. That's how he decided to operate. So there's no justifier here at all.
And then they called me a racist. So there was that, and then I got fired from that job.
He went on to say his mother was also doxxed and harassed because he denounced the Black Lives Matter movement.
Okay, the only thing that I said was, Black Lives Matter does not have a right to protest because...
Why?
Fucking communists, okay, and they're trying to destroy the country by hiding behind the First Amendment. That's basically what I said.
Simply put, I just can't believe the things he's saying accurately. Like, I'm sure he denounced. Like, listen, if you don't like BLM, that's fine. There are black people who don't think that BLM necessarily has the best interest of black people in it. That's totally fine. But I just feel like GypsyCrusader probably said more than, I just don't like BLM because they're communists, bro. Like, did you? Okay.
In a video on Instagram, and because I did that, it went viral.
He doesn't have the right to protest. Sounds like a staunch believer in the First Amendment. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whatever. They got a hold of it, and Antifa had my information already, so they gave my information to Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Like the corporation, or are you just talking about some individuals who associated with Black Lives Matter? Like, what are you talking? They gave them to Black Lives Matter? Holy shit, dude.
Matter.
You gave him right to Colin Kaepernick. Holy shit. Colin Kaepernick fucking came after him.
Finds my mom's store because, as you see, it's a business.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, before they even go to my mom's house, they're calling my mother on her phone, on her business line, saying they're going to burn her house down, they're going to kill her. That's terrible. I mean, like, let's just because she's a racist piece of shit doesn't mean that it's not a terrible story. But it's also hard to believe everything he's saying, because he's like demonstrating a pattern of like kind of lying about shit, you know? Racist white bitch, all this shit. Okay? All of this shit. Then finally they go to the house.
Feeling like there was nowhere else to turn, Paul became radicalized.
It just doesn't, like, he was already radicalized. He just stopped caring because he got canceled and decided to go on Omegle and be incredibly racist and like diminish people. Like, can we not pretend that he wasn't radicalized originally? Listen, some of the shit that happened is shitty. It's terrible. He does, nobody should have nobody should be getting doxxed. Nobody should have their fucking be like harassed at their house. It seems like they didn't really do anything other than go to the house and scare her a little bit, which is still shitty. But like, can we stop pretending that GypsyCrusader was like a fucking morally righteous individual that got turned into like a racist justifiably? Like, he was a racist piece of shit. And then he just stopped caring about getting canceled because he lost his job. You know what I mean? I don't like, and this is the story everybody promotes, and like, it's so annoying. It's just, it's dumb, bro. You know, it's just fucking crazy.
He was infuriated with how he and his family were treated and decided to do something about it. So he adopted.
He got really upset with white Antifa members, so he started going after black people. That makes perfect logical sense. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff.
Did a 21st century approach to spread his hateful views.
Yeah.
He joined multiple social media platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, and BitChute. By the way, BitChute was particularly well known for being a bastion for far-right extremists.
Sounds good.
As part of the GypsyCrusader persona, Miller dressed up as Mario the Riddler and most famously of all the Joker while chatting with random people on Omegle. He would then make bold statements that were riddled, pun intended, with racist rhetoric.
Is it like it's like a joke, right? Or it's not. Okay, it's not.
No.
You're like genuinely racist.
No, I hate you people. I hate everyone who's not white.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate them. I hate the. I hate the. I can't stand them. I said, niggle me this, Batman.
Oh, Jay, you really just left that in the video, brother? you just left this classic banger of a line in the video, Jay?
And them. I said, niggle me this, Batman.
You left that in, Jay? Wow, incredible. That's incredible. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Yep.
What accounts for as little as 13%, but also half?
Jews?
And the answer is, who is the
Once Paul went on.
Wow, incredible. We're really playing with fire here, Jay. You are really playing with fire here, brother. Holy moly. Jesus.
About tacos in front of two Mexican girls, which was odd considering he was half Mexican. It suggested there was possibly some confusion and self-hatred going on.
Maybe, probably not. He just looks white, and he identified with his whiteness, and he just was racist. Like, that's pretty much it.
I'm Mexican.
Mexican, and you?
Wait. Yeah, Mexican.
Mexicans?
Mm-hmm.
Tacos and burritos. I got a lot of money. Tacos and frijoles. Yeah. Empanadas. Yeah. Yeah.
I love your smile. Oh my gosh.
How about a little white power for those Mexican girls, huh?
Sadly, Paul even told a
Incredible. That's some flirting.
black teenager he didn't like his race despite him being a fan. He was pretty ruthless.
I'm only 13. I love your videos.
Oh, you're 13? Well, God bless you, man. I mean, look, I don't like you people. I really don't.
I know.
Jesus Christ, dude. Come on. I don't like you people.
Hey, look. I don't like you people. I really don't.
I know.
Funny story. There's a demon in my house. Funny story. I'm pretty sure this is like a Burger King hat, or like, I don't know. I just know that there was like the Burger King guy that was on the plane. I feel like I think that has something to do with it, where he said, "Kick that black individual off the plane," if you know what I'm saying. So yeah.
Due to a combination of the shock factor and cosplay, many of Paul's Joker clips went viral. This helped him grow a small fan base and accumulate about 3,000 subscribers on BitChute and around 40,000 followers on Telegram. Everything was so odd it seemed fake, but unfortunately was all too real. However, there were definitely scars behind the makeup. You see, Miller often broke down on camera and even admitted he didn't like what he was doing.
It's been a
So then don't.
wild ride, but I didn't want to do this.
Yes, you did.
You know, I never want anybody to think that, like that kid said, where he's like, "Oh, you must get an ego boost when you see a meme of yourself." I don't.
Dude, stop.
I don't get an ego boost.
Stop. There hasn't been any solid explanation. He wasn't forced to be racist on Omegle. This idea that he doesn't want to do it, I don't understand what he's talking about. It doesn't make sense, dude.
You know, I don't even really like it. It's weird.
Oh, incredible. We got a solid. You're missing a lot of stuff here, Jay.
Paul also claimed he was pushed to a breaking point and his method wasn't for everyone.
You know, everybody's got an individual situation. You know what I mean? I don't want to just give a blanket statement for everybody, like, yeah, throw your life away, or, you know, come out and say what you really believe and do all this.
Do I think Hassan and GypsyCrusader would be friends? I think that they're basically the same person, no? They look very similar, Hassan and GypsyCrusader. I think that they're basically the exact same fucking person here. Like, look at this. You know? Alt left, alt right. Perfect, exact same facial structure, honestly.
I know it's hard for people. I know it's dangerous. I know it's scary. You know, I got pushed to this point where it just happened.
Other times, Miller simply preferred to blame certain groups like communists or black people for destroying his life.
Yeah.
I'm over here trying to help you suckers, all right? I'm not a Fed. I'm over here because my life was ruined by the communists and the who wanted to destroy me and to kill my fucking family, and they took my job and they fucked my life.
Right, the communists and the black people, he said. Well, then why do you hate Muslims and Jews? Like, what? There's no logical framework here. He's just fucking racist. It's incredible. And he has this weird, like, self-righteous journey. I don't know, giving him the benefit of the doubt, maybe he feels like after he lost his job to being racist towards a Muslim person, he felt like he couldn't, like, work anymore, so he turned to Omegle, and, like, now he feels like he's locked into doing social media stuff. Maybe if he had a job opportunity, he wouldn't be as racist or something. I don't really know. But I mean, come on, bro. It's playing up the victim complex a bit much.
Interestingly, many commenters on GypsyCrusader's videos love to point out how he shared the same origin story as the Joker. He was literally beaten, harassed, and outcasted into becoming a villain.
Well, not really, but okay.
Dude became the Joker literally and metaphorically. He's like the actual Joker, but without the serious crimes. What a lovely Joker cosplay. I hope there's no life-shattering backstory to it, completely changing this man's mindset. Due to GypsyCrusader's excessively toxic behavior, it wasn't long before law enforcement took notice of him. Little did he know, the waves he made in the pool of justice created a tsunami that would take him down. Remember when I previously mentioned he pleaded guilty to aggravated assault and drug possession with intent to distribute in 2007? And was indicted in 2018 for possession of a firearm by a felon?
Good. You shouldn't have a firearm if you're doing shit like that.
Well, those charges combined with his Omegle-related escapades alerted the FBI. On March 2nd, 2021, they raided Miller's house in Fort Lauderdale.
Hold on.
Waves he was excessively full of justice created a tsunami that would take him down. Remember when I previously mentioned he pleaded guilty to aggravated assault and drug possession with intent to distribute?
Yeah, like aggravated. Like, yeah, you shouldn't have a gun if you're a fucking violent person. You get charged with like aggravated assault and shit. So.
Those charges combined with his Omegle-related escapades alerted the FBI.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
Savage_muffins just resubscribed.
A little sussy, dude.
Months.
A little
Don't
sussy.
Always agree with you, but always love the content, Papa.
It's a little, yeah. Listen, why are you saying that? What are you saying that on this video? This is when you decided to say you don't always agree with me. That's a self-report, dog. Thank you for the sub, though. I'll take all of your racist money. I'm just kidding.
On March 2nd, 2021, they raided Miller's house in Fort Lauderdale, Florida because, of course, he was in Florida. Shockingly, they discovered 848 rounds of ammunition for 3 different weapons as well as an unregistered firearm in his dryer.
Wow.
Oh yeah, do you want some nice
That's where I put it, too.
warm clothes, Paul? Oh, nah. I'll just take all-out fucking war today. Thanks, Mom. Anyway.
Well, that's how you make your bullets hot. That's how you make your bullets hot. Pow, pow, pow. You know what I mean? It adds like fire elements to the bullets. You don't disagree with this video? Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Paul's gun parts didn't even have serial numbers on them. According to the
it's an illegal firearm.
Washington Post, when asked about his North Korean level weapons collection, he replied by saying, "I'm scared I'm living alone. I don't have anybody with me. Somebody's going to. These people are trying to kill me." The Post also...
I mean, bro, you know what it is? It's possible that GypsyCrusader has like mental health issues. That might be a real thing. He might need like a therapist or something. You know, he might be like an incredible paranoid person. Now, that paranoia, I wouldn't doubt, comes from like the canceling and like his mom's like house getting. Because even if they didn't do anything to his mom, going to your mother's house would scare the shit out of somebody and make it so that they would never feel safe. So, like, yeah, I can understand. I mean, this is the problem. Like, GypsyCrusader is a person mixed with like, there are some aspects that are reasonable, like his paranoia, the gun collection, being mad at like Antifa, these frustrations, but the racism and like the all that shit is just not justifiable. It's not. He just hates every fucking other group of person.
added that,
and he probably thinks it's funny too because he's going on Omegle all day. You know, like he was like an edgy racist person. but he did it in private. And then, you know, he went to an Antifa rally, and I don't even know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know why were they sending the Quran or whatever, or the Torah. They're sending the Torah to his house. Did they think, what did he must have said something that was like anti-Semitic, and they're like, let's harass him by sending, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where, you know, everybody is going to give you the best interpretation of their story, and maybe he believes these things actually happened to him where he wasn't in the wrong, but that really just kind of reinforces, like, yeah, because he doesn't realize what he was doing was necessarily bad, you know?
He went on to justify his decision to build a gun rather than purchase one because he believed America was on the brink of collapse and that firearm manufacturing would be a good skill to learn as a result, court documents said. As a result of the raid,
how did he make a gun? Like a 3D printed one? Like what?
Miller was arrested and taken to prison. It was later revealed the Jewish non-governmental organization, the Anti-Defamation League, was the one who tipped off the FBI about Paul. They posted this on their Twitter. Several months ago, ADL's Center on Extremism identified Paul Miller as a volatile white supremacist accelerationist. COE tracked him to Fort Lauderdale and shared significant intelligence with federal law enforcement before today's arrest. In an interview, Paul looked disheveled and referred to himself as a political prisoner.
I mean, yeah, man, it's been really, really hard for me. I'm a political prisoner.
He also mentioned he didn't sleep or eat much and lost about 35 pounds.
And I was really scared for a while. I haven't slept much, I haven't ate much. I've lost like over 35 pounds in here.
The wild drama didn't end there, though.
I wonder why. I think they give you enough food. I mean, maybe I'm just wrong, but I wonder if it's because he was just paranoid.
Miller was Zoom bombed by someone saying the N-word during his own court hearing.
That was, I remember that. That's fucked up. Wow.
Putting that on the screen.
This is, I don't know what's going on.
That's fucking, like, bro, not for nothing, but that's probably a fan of Gypsy Crusader who thought it was funny, and Gypsy Crusader probably got really upset. Or Paul, let's call him Paul for now. Paul got really upset. And that's the problem, is like, that should be the ultimate understanding of like, dude, this is what you created. You created people who think that this is funny. And when it came down to you going to jail, and like now the odds are stacked against you on your ability to stay out of jail because the recidivism rate is so high, which is so unfortunate. So now you're in a hearing, and like, what happens? Like, your past comes back to bite you because you have some like racist little fucking idiot coming in here and just shitting on you and like making you look bad, you know? I mean, I guess all I can really say is hopefully he gets out and finds like a job and he's able to just kind of settle down and relax and just not be racist. You know what I mean?
Mr. Bot, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's a person that I know who's online. His name is Jay Danks, and I just seen him twice pop up on the screen, sir. And he's a streamer. So I assume that people are trying to make a spectacle of me.
At the end, Paul stated he just wanted the suffering to stop.
I just don't want to be made into a spectacle, sir, any more than I already have.
You understand, Paul?
Kind of made himself into a spectacle there, but yeah. Yeah, like, who the fuck is this? And who the fuck? This is just an OBS icon. So that's like that's the program that I use to stream. Or most people use to stream. So I'm assuming that like this is the person, and then this doesn't look like anybody that's credible or necessary in any capacity. I'm assuming this is like the judge. I don't know. I don't know. Like judge, fucking bunch of other people. I don't know who the fuck this is. This person and this person. I don't know how they even get in the Zoom call.
Well, it will be followed in this case.
Right, and my family has suffered enough, everyone. I don't want to make anyone suffer anymore.
I actually looked up Mr. Bot and discovered he is the current assistant U.S. attorney for South Florida.
Oh.
I can only imagine the thoughts that went through his head watching the entire debacle unfold. I wonder if he ever envisioned his career involving Zoom N-word bombs and an Omegle white supremacist. I guess I'll never know. Oh, and by the way, Miller's lawyer, Michael Cohen, was actually Jewish. I find this was
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's pretty funny.
an odd choice considering his anti-Semitic views. Views.
Ajay, what the fuck was that joke?
Jewish. I find this was an odd choice considering his anti-Semitic views.
I should legitimately end the stream after that joke. Come on, dude. This is the problem. Like, everybody has a bad joke day, you know? Everybody has a bad joke, okay? But you wrote that script. You wrote that script, dude, and you left that in there? Oh, it's so quirky, bro. Anyway, I've derailed me on my joke, because I was going to be like, yeah, Jews make the best lawyers, because, the racist stereotype. You just derailed me, Ajay. You're killing me here, dude. You're killing me, brother.
Unfortunately for GypsyCrusader, he was eventually sentenced to 41 months in prison with 3 years supervised release according to justice.gov. Florida,
I think he only got 18 months. Am I wrong with that?
a man who called for race-based
Or he was able to get out early at like 18 months or something, or maybe, I don't know if maybe he had like a hearing to get out early.
civil war sentenced on multiple firearms offenses. Miami, Florida. Today, a South Florida federal district judge sentenced Paul Nicholas Miller, 33, of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to 41 months imprisonment followed by 3 years supervised release for possessing a firearm as a convicted felon in 2018, possessing ammunition as a convicted felon in 2021, and possessing an unregistered short-barreled rifle in 2021. Miller, who had previously been convicted of 3 separate felony offenses in New Jersey, took a live firearms training in Fort Lauderdale, Florida in January 2018, during which he fired a handgun. Miller then used a certificate of completion
Really love the Pokemon music while we're talking about this, by the way.
from this training to apply to Florida authorities for a concealed weapon license. In this application, Miller falsely affirmed that he had never been convicted of a felony. Florida authorities denied Miller's application due to his prior felony convictions. Federal law enforcement then arrested Miller on March 2, 2021 after a federal grand jury returned an indictment in connection with Miller's 2018 conduct. The excerpt also noted his online activities, which suggested they were the catalyst for his arrest. In the months immediately before his arrest, Miller had made hundreds of internet posts publicizing his animosity towards various minority groups and his support for the initiation of a race-based civil war in the United States. The downfall of GypsyCrusader is a shocking tale of an independent journalist who transformed into a far-right white supremacist.
All right, let's relax, okay? We have an individual who walked around with a camera. I don't know if I'd call it an independent journalist, but okay. A guy walking around with a camera who was already incredibly racist, who was basically harassed by Antifa, and Antifa's shitty too, and it caused him to not care and lean into his racism. Let's not pretend that like he was this fucking independent, virtuous journalist. The dude was always an asshole, bro. I don't know what to tell you. All right? That's fucking crazy.
Reminder, he's also half Mexican. Considering Miller was arrested
What is that? Who cares if he's half Mexican? I don't
by the FBI for multiple weapons-related charges, it's probably for the best that he's off the streets. Who knows what he could have done or who he could have hurt if he was allowed to continue.
Would I ever have a conversation with GypsyCrusader? Sure. I'd have a conversation with Paul. Sure.
He seemed mentally unstable as evidenced by his multiple live stream breakdowns, which was concerning to say the least. Although he was allegedly the victim of harassment, I definitely think he took the wrong approach to deal with it. I mean, come on, who in their right mind unironically dresses up as the Joker and makes racist statements on Omegle as a response? I hope Miller seriously reflects on how his life turned out and
You know, there was a period of time where I think Ajay stopped with this like rundown at the end where he'd be like, I think that Paul, he would give you like, oh, this is what you need to do to be better. And I remember criticizing it, and I think other people criticized it as well. I think Tom Dark was the biggest one who criticized it, how cringy it was. And I think there was a couple videos where he stopped doing this like fucking, what do you call it, like an introspective? Is that the right word? I don't know, at the end of the video. And then I remember like reacting to that video and being like, bro, who cares? Just be cringy, you know? And then he brought it back. I don't know if it was because of me, but if it was, dude, I fucked up, bro. Stop it. Please stop with this. And please stop with this fucking thing, bro.
Understands his role in everything. I will say I don't think it's too late for him to get help and change his mindset. Maybe it's best he's banned from multiple social medias because they fuel the very toxicity that brought him down. I sincerely hope he becomes a better person from all this and that we've seen the last of the GypsyCrusader saga. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel.
Here's your thumbs up, Ajay. All right, good video, brother. Good video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.